This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Recording has started. Good morning. This is Fahmy Hamzy. It is 8:42 a.m. on Wednesday, 24th of February, 2021. This is our morning briefing. Housekeeping items. Just one item. PMT members be looking for a trade this morning. Okay. As you know, we're revamping PMT, giving it a 3-day-a-week video presentation. So it'll be a much better, but it's not Q&A. We'll still do the webinars for Q&A every so often, once a month, what have you. But this gives you more of a live presentation update where we are 3 times a week. Okay. Occasionally will be shared with others, but the key is the trade. If they're not getting the trade, that's where the activity is. The targets and trade, those will come in the on the website itself. Hold on one second. And so we'll deal with that then. All right, good. Okay, let's go on. Let's go to our econ calendar first. That's background. What you're hearing is the ticket strike. Let me mute that or slow it down. Okay, today is not going to be that busy. Tomorrow is the biggest day for this fourth week. As you know, GDP and durable goods are there, plus we got jobless claims. So that's going to be pretty heavy. You could see also that the Federal Reserve has peppered the speaking circuit. Their speaking, the exclusive speaking circuit. So it's just like, what do you call it? The supreme leader needs to get something done. They're sending all the mullahs out there. This is the temple. They're sending all the key speakers out. Clarida, the vice chair. Of course, Powell is speaking today at 10. You got Bostic speaking twice. Quarles, which is a board member, another bank president there. Actually, yeah, Baynard, which runs, that's another governor. So there's not today and tomorrow. There's no Federal Reserve banker speaking. Maybe other than Williams. Where's Williams? Oh, Williams, New York Fed speaking tomorrow night. Okay. Again, for today, I'll watch a little bit for the new home sales at 10. I think it's important. Rest is BS. EI is important if you're trading oil, but we don't. Some of our people do. But tomorrow is good for the whole economy. That's one thing we got to watch, and it's all going to happen at 8:30. So if you're serious about this, you might want to come in a little bit earlier. Yeah, in terms of trading it, not a video or anything, just for trading it. Pending home sales at 10. Okay. So remember, new homes, pending homes. Pending homes is a different issue. That's what listings are. This is new construction. Okay. Nothing on Friday. Rig count doesn't matter anymore. Well, maybe it'll start coming back up because now we're at 60. But I would like to watch both, even though they're agreeing, both the Chicago PMI and the consensus. I'm saying the consumer sentiment, just out of nostalgic values, because when I was in the bond stuff, this is stuff you always watch. Trade is going to be absolutely important. Then, of course, we have personal income. That's going to be a little bit tougher to decipher right now. But this we want to watch. I'm terribly sorry. I just had a very bad cough. The screen also. Hold on. Hold on one second. We're flickering on the other screen. I'm going to reset it. I'm sorry. All right, moving forward. Next item is after econ calendar is our PMT charts. Very, very quickly. Oh, just to make some clarity. Last night I on the main timer chart, which is a SPX. You got two parts, SPX and NES, but SPX is really where the action is supposed to be. I took the Sigma channels out for a moment, so let's go put that back in. The reason I'll explain why, because you see where it hit. That's a reversal bounce off of a 50 board. That means a lot of excuse me, weak longs got the clock cleaned, Chicago style, of course. Yes. Yeah, we don't do anything with that. We don't check with Chicago. So hold up, there we go. All right, so that's what it's supposed to be. But you could see a bounce. I just took it off for a moment, forgot to put it back on. Well, let's go and save that first as a good habit. There we go. All right. So we bounced a 50 bar and 1 sigma. There's a confluence there. Came back close at 0 sig, which is fair value. The ensuing McLaren oscillator, excuse me. Maybe it's too cold in here. I don't know. Hit negative 88. That's not a bounce back area. Negative 195 is for NASDAQ. It went through 3 sigma. I'm sorry, it touched 3 sigma, bounced back, went through a 50 bar twice that day. Went through it. Look at the open. This is a candlestick bar. Left is open, right is closed, right? So it opened, went through it, must have, because it came down here. Okay, and then close above it. This is classical recovery. Okay, and we talked about that in the OTF room, if you recall, in the afternoon, just before I departed. I said, about was 2 something. I said, take a look at it. This is has a shape and form of a recovery. Now, we'll look at the futures too in a moment, but that's how the cash did. Okay, this worried me because of this area. Remember, I said that too. This worried me a tad. The CI dipping down below it because we're up here, and it could be just the beginning of a waterfall event. Now, continuing indicators. As you know, I follow a number of characters on Twitter. In aggregate, not individually. Yeah, they don't have much to say valuable, but they panic at the wrong time. So in aggregate, when they panic at a certain time, I know what I need to do. Down here, there were a lot of nervous people. Friday. Yesterday, not Friday, yesterday. Tuesday. How do I know that? Texts that were coming in. Barry. These are some friends that said, hey, what's going on here? What's going on? Can you take a look at this? Take a look at that. So I went to my continuing indicator column on TweetDeck, and sure enough, all those guys are going nuts. I mean, big time. Like, this is the time to sell. Really? Okay. So I think we could be at one of those points. We'll find out. We're just going to be cautious. We're going to put a call spread on, and so we have defined risk, and we move forward. Remember what I read to you guys the other day? I'm going to read it to you again. You should write this down, read it daily. Keep the faith and drop the fear. Don't believe in your doubts or doubt your beliefs. Very important. Life is a mystery to solve, not a problem to resolve. So face the past without regrets, handle your presence with confidence, and prepare for a future without fear. I printed out, I put it on my desk. That's from a daughter of my dad's superior in Air Force. Yeah. It was a John Bunny. Our ace. He was our best ace we had ever. I mean, in Middle East, nobody could fly even near him. How good he was. Yeah. Or catch him. Yeah, it was something else. Poor guy. Yeah. Okay, let's go to detrenders. Detrender again is defined as the difference between the current price, and a 50 bar and 200 bar. This is a detrender for 50. This is 200. And we do a quantitative check on how many of these are positive. Right now, all 8s are positive. Okay. Look at the values. Yeah, this bothers me. It's a little bit too high. That's Russell. It did not come back, or did not function as good. Why? Because during the downside, this is a high beta. This is going to drop. So this makes sense. This needs to drop the most, and it barely came. And actually, they don't even close at the open. Above the open. You see, above the open there, above the open there. That's a doji pretty much at the open. Not here. It lost some. that's again small caps, high beta. That makes sense. It's behaving normally. That's what I'm trying to arrive at. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Morning, Jeff. Morning, Michael. Morning, Scott. Okay. All right. So again, if you missed, again, I'm reminding you, expected trade this morning. We're shifting to this mode Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Review on PMT, so it's live, and then, but we were not giving the trade or targets. Those will go in the emails. I mean, it will go into a website. The website will alert it by the email saying it's posted. I think we're ready. I was hesitating a tad, of course, yesterday happened. And I said, okay, good. So now let's go. So I don't want to lose Theta. That's the whole thing. So, and also X minus X. Those are the two key inputs into the. Well, Theta is an input. That major input, but that's the key. Constant pressure on the premium, but then the X minus S even is bigger, and the volatility. Both of those were at extreme. I said no, we'll just see how the day finishes, and here we are. Okay, what I'm trying to do is slow down the size of a chart posting I have to do, so I can give you more trades. That setup for the chart is serious. I mean, it's 2-3 hours. Simply, yeah. So you can imagine some days I don't even get a chance to do it once a week. This way I can give trades maybe twice a week, no problem. Because it's the stack for that, and it's easier to get to. Boom, one place you go, boom, wait, get in. All right? You'll get a hang of it. No worries. Okay. Now let's get to SV1 Momo chart. It's 8:54. All right. And we try to also shoot for 8:30 start, plus or minus. I can't tell you exactly because I'm not that type. Watch movie pattern, yeah. So I'm not that type. Plus I have Tico. So given all things that goes on, right, I'm shooting for 8:30s, and I think we can do that. But I won't be precise, and I won't hold myself to that level. Not gonna lie to you. It is what it is. Okay. Long and short now. The daily chart that's fairly sensitive now is going to a possible short. Well, it's not possible. It was a short. And yesterday it worked very well. Well, remember, this has a tendency of swapping back and forth. Okay. It's just because the trend follower. Both of these are trend followers. This is confirmation that the trend we have is correct. So in the longer term, it makes more sense. Shorter term, you're gonna get these swaps. Just be aware of that. Somebody had asked me, I just want this system. I don't want anything else. I want to just have the machine tell me. I don't want to read anything. I don't want any charts. All that. I said sorry. First of all, these are special programs. Are not the code. But these are not offered as a part of indicator. It's not part of anything. These are homemade and kept here. We have not touched them. I don't think in at least 10 years. It doesn't need to. You get used to what this tempo is, and when you change that, you can also change yourself. It's not going to be easy. Also, you can't have just trade by mechanical systems. It doesn't work. Remember 87 crash? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I've read Book Stabber in detail. And he used to work for Mark's brother Gil. So that front point, the week short, same firm. Yeah. All right, SB1, which is right there. What do you call it? Right at +1 sigma. And B, the Momo is at neutral. So to me, right now, we don't have a signal other than from SP1 saying that we're hovering. It kind of, I'm 1 sigma up from neutral. I'm hovering, but look at the slope of that last 2 or 3 sessions, nothing. So it's trying to find itself. The pressure on it was heavy. Not as bad as NASDAQ. NASDAQ really took it in the chin. I got a couple of friends with, they sold puts they sold. Okay, puts on Apple. I don't know how they come up with this. I don't know what they're smoking for breakfast or at lunch or dinner, but yeah, yeah. You know the rest of the story. Remember, that thing doesn't move that fast, so it's not a matter of if it goes down there, you're gonna get exercised. It's not gonna snap back before Friday type of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it goes down there, you gotta get exercised because it's widely held. It's both Apple and Microsoft did. They went to widely held model, so that's why they kept on splitting. So the stock is somewhere in the hundreds. You know, like from like 80 to like 150 type of range, 200, 180 type of range. Because past that they're gonna split again. This way, it's handled many people. The big like CalPERS and all that could not come and just shake them up, you know. So big institutional firm won't be able to. Okay, we're up another 6% on the VIX. The key point, the signal was really far. I'm sorry, this is today. This is today. I'm sorry, this is 24th. Remember, they trade to be pre-open. Yeah, this is calculated and disseminated by Cboe before the open. Right. This is yesterday. Yeah, that also shows you a high uptick on the VIX. If you're a volatility type, guys, that's why I spend most of my trading academics on. I guess that's what I should put in those terms. We had 27. 3/4 sigma. Sigma is very flat up here. Pretty much, this kind of a very just 1 day spike creates a very disturbing pattern there, but cannot correct it until some more data is dropped off. Remember, it's a moving average, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Guess what? Today's 20th from that day. You with me? So the center line being a 20-day moving average, it's just beginning to lose that pressure. But look where it pulled back, 4 sigma. If you've been reading in the past, you know how many webinars I've given. And then those, we always go through these charts. You see the sigma for 4 and 5 are crucial on VIX. +4, +5. Remember, that means we're in deep trouble somewhere out there, right? Because inversely related, inversely correlated, if you will, to the stocks, to the indices, right? Or in this case, SPX. So we should start. I don't know why we're up about a little bit, but we should ease up here. Oh, we're down 11 now. Oh, wow. What happened there? Okay, what happened there? Hold on. Is that 8:30? Yeah, 8:30 numbers came. Aha, somebody doesn't like it. Okay. We sold at 8:30. Oh, that's why we're a little bit up. Gotcha. Okay. This is the oil. Oil is consolidating a little bit at 60. I'm not surprised. I just don't see this thing go 70 or 80. If you were long on oil, I would just book the profit. Yeah. 60 was our target. 70 is not our target. There's no reason for 70 right now. Yeah. From economic standpoint, I'm not an economist, but I can read the tea leaves. I don't see it. So. Yeah, people who are holding integrated oil or they have refining and all that, based on the expectation of higher oil, that's dead money right now. Hey, I put some gas in the car last night. It was $60. Car tank was empty almost. So I haven't done that in months. Of course, I don't drive much. I maybe do one tank. Yeah, one tank. What do you call it? A month, maybe 1.5 tank a month tops. But I was paying around 48 to, let's say, 55 area. Not even that, 52 area, somewhere that. For months, all of a sudden, it spiked up to 60, which is fine. Doesn't make a difference. Doesn't move my needle. But you could see if you're driving, if you're in transportation, if you're in Uber or whatever, that's going to impact you a little bit. All right. We pulled back here on VNX, which is NASDAQ. I guess I don't do it early on. This has to be yesterday. Yeah, that's yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, that's yesterday. So only VIX gets a reporting early before cash open. Gotcha. Okay. Moving forward. So I didn't mean to go sidetrack here. SQ, okay. It's pulling back. Why? Because it already went down there. As it goes down there, that chance is going to get less and less. That makes sense. Think about it. This goes up when we're higher up. And now it doesn't mean it always have a high reading when we're up. No. This is based on actual evidence of those positions. Deep in the money puts of a larger scale for SPX itself, not SPY, not for mom and pops, but for large institutions. So lack of that evidence, you could be at high and in theory SQ would be low. But I haven't seen the market going up there and nobody buying some insurance. Not buying insurance. They do because they're professionals and they're disciplined. So when it goes up there, yes, they're going to buy some insurance. Now there's less of that right now because we've already gone down there. Also, those who had bought it earlier on this run up, especially let's say from here, some of that could be slightly in the money, so they took probably some off. I don't know the detail, but this is computed after the close by Cboe. TD. Okay, disturbed the rendezvous point here we had in mind between 80 and 90. We bounced off the bottom there slightly, but as you know, we were trading at 20 midday yesterday. Said that several times in the chat room, especially on audio. So we pulled up at the close. This line that up here was down here was straight down. So we should be seeing a temporary, again, keyword, temporary minima, what I call local minima versus local maxima. That means that we should be able to see a bounce from here. We should. We don't control the news. We're looking at charts. We're doing price and volume. In better systems, we're doing price and block trades. Excuse me, sorry. All right. Why is G gone? Okay. Well, because G has expired, Jack. Yeah. Now we're trading H21. So H is lead. And this is, H is lead. That's right. Anyhow, and then we're doing long H and short M. That's what this is. It's 405. As we watched here, we said if it gets to 0, then this is yesterday. If it gets, what time was this? 10 o'clock, yeah. If this gets to 0, we should be near a low. We never got that far. Theoretically, in the past, when the spread gets to 0, the low is in. So that's not necessarily a low. We'll see. So we could be bouncing up another cycle, like what we have done these cycles, upwards under center line with a time cycle of whatever this says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, this is about 20 days. So about a 20-day cycle, we could be. Okay, so maybe that's the low. Remember. Let's go back here. That's why one chart doesn't matter. It's many charts. Remember that signal? Okay, that signal puts us into about a March 10th, March 15th low. We're not there yet. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. That's TD. That's that. Okay. Treasuries. Well. Murray, what is this telling us, Murray? The bond, not Bob. Bond. I'm saying, ball vigilantes are back. Okay. Those the front end. Jerome and Jeanette, J&J show. The J&J show are controlling that baby. That's Jeanette. Auntie Jeanette and Uncle Jerry. Okay. Uncle Jerry and Auntie Jeanette are controlling the front end. Okay. So that's not going to go anywhere. It's near 0 anyway. And effectively, inflation adjusted, it's negative. They're giving you money to hold. How's that for a deal? Yeah, because when you take it back, when you give it back, you'll be giving them back less than what you took. So this is a negative. It effectively is a negative yield. Okay. Remember that's discount for 91 days. So you got to compound it 4 times. 0.6%, 1.4, and 2.27 is the yield. Remember, these are divided by 10. On a 30, 10, and 5. All I can decipher from this, given the strength it has, how do I measure the strength? These are the monthly levels of the support, pivot, and resistance, SPRs. These are SPRs. This is the support. This is the pivot. This is the resistance. Look where we are. We got 2 more days left in the month. We're about to go touch that. I don't think we would, but a lot has to do with tomorrow. It has nothing to do with Friday. Mainly, it's going to be tomorrow. So this tells me, look at 30. 30 is above that already, 30-year. This tells me, Jack, that we have adults in the room for a change. Finally, we're making the turn. I think J&J news today is important. And I know it started with his predecessor, but this guy has a plan, methodical. He walks it through. He's got the team. The team is experienced. And look what they're doing with, especially with, again, the whole thing is COVID, COVID, COVID. Admiral Esposito said that a year ago. Remember? He's run a biotech fund. He said, if you don't solve the COVID, we're all gone. I mean, I remember talking to him. I won't get into any details personally, but he was very worried about his kids. Yeah, he's got 3 kids. In Chicago, and all kinds of stuff could impact them easily. So this is COVID, COVID, COVID. We can turn this around. Oil will go up. Economy will get better. Trade will get better, and we'll start, absorbing some of this debt we have created. We have a huge spike in the national debt last year. Look at the last fiscal year, ending the September 30th. 3.3 trillion. Never had it. It's been decades we've had a maybe all time. Actually, that's all time single year deficit. Yeah. So somebody fell asleep at the wheel, or start depending on miracles, not data or science. That we don't do here. If you are of that ilk, don't even come in. Your head will be handed to you. Yeah. This is about data and science only. So hold on. Moving forward here, let's look at here. We pulled back as needed. This is a 200-day. No signal here. Okay. Nothing of significance. Maybe is that we work below and we're holding that break. Look at the moving average. The red, the blue. This is a faster. Hit. Is this Murray? Yeah, but it doesn't let me a chance to change the color, does it? No. Okay. Yeah, the red, the blue hit under the red. It's holding on, and we're shifting here slightly, but that doesn't mean anything. It's too early. Yeah. My worry is about maybe 75 area. This area all here could be playing around. Could sit here. It could go, give you a false bearish divergence for weeks before it really shows up. So the tops are very hard to pick, other than a rear view mirror, which then we're all good at. Bottoms are much easier. Listen, Tico can pick this one up. Remember his comments, Daddy, we should go long now. That's Sunday. So those of you who were on the headset, you heard me. That was March 22nd. Daddy, we should go long now. I said, okay, yes, boss, we go. You got to respect the bonds. Sometimes they hit it spot on. We make fun of them, but sometimes they hit it spot on. In that case, he did. The low was put in next night. Monday night was the low. Yeah, so, oh well. Okay, let's go to these charts quickly. OTF. I don't want to keep you all day here. We're at 9:12. All right, let's see. Hold on, where's this? Okay, there we go. Come on, there we go. Okay, this is overnight. Obviously, there was a hit here at 8:30. Things were doing much better. We begin to come back again, but we get back. I think we're up 8, something like that. This is the settlement. Okay, yeah, you see that? Yeah, this is 30 minutes. That's I'm saying the settlement. Well, legal settlement is somewhere in between the 850. This is a legal settlement 16 16:15, and then there's another half an hour there. Then we open at 6. Okay. So that's open. From there we were up. I'm saying from the settlement we were closed. I don't know how they handled that, but it's CME. So the logic there defies me, but anyhow. So it's against the 415 close. We were down 875 and almost 100 points on NAS. This is a Sigma challenge, 30 minutes. Okay. Pressure down on CIs. This is where we are now. Progress on this. You see the bubbles? We have added the bubbles. We've added the dots. Yeah, this is where it's getting to. So I'm beginning to understand it. What I don't understand yet is the rules of where the dots are inside the bar. I'm trying to develop that. So this is what occupied me last weekend. It's again the MZ with ATR band around it, and then the bubbles of the rules we had for the radar screen. Remember this? Hey, Murray, hold on. Remember this? Huh? Why doesn't it shrink? Hold on. Murray. There we go. Okay. Remember this? Expert? Happy expert? That's what that is. So if you go to oh Jesus, look at these guys. No, that's MTDR. MTDR. That's Matador. Yeah, Matador. Yeah, okay. Well, one is dropping there, sure. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, hit 21's good. All right. But here's Apple I'm looking at. Yeah. Oh mama. Yeah. If you're holding it, if you were holding a 130 call, I'm saying put spread, the puts. Not a spread, just a put. I'm saying short, you were short puts at 130s. Yeah, you got some issues. Yeah. And imagine you had like 500 times. You know, I mean, you should not be in that positions unless you're really, 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 really liquid. So, but remember what we were doing here? Okay, I guess we would looked at, for example, here's a Tesla again. You can take a look, for example. Yeah. I think it's also in Tesla too. My other buddies in Tesla. But you see those bubbles? We're applying that to this. So that's where I've been hiding my IQ, so to speak, my performing part of my IQ. Yeah, trying to decipher this, but it just, you see that, boom, boom. We get the second one, it goes, boom. Second one, it goes, boom. So, second one, it goes, boom. Okay, so, oh well. All right, anything else we need to go over? Did we post these last night? I don't know. I may post this right now. I'll go and do that. Okay. With that said, this is the archives. I don't think I posted. With that said, let me close the webinar. Let you get back to your ballot stations. Okay, and we'll chat with you on the InQ Skype. Have a good one. Thanks.